What's up, guys? It's Forrest from Tidy Rap, and today we're doing another recording on uh, another animation. It's tons of many animations, I should say. We're doing it on Love, Death, and Robots, season 3. I'll probably talk about the other seasons too here and there, but this season is pretty okay. I don't think it's as good as season 1. I think season 1 so far is the best. It has my favorite two shorts. It has the let's see if I can look up the names of them to be exact. Sony's Edge, God Tier 1. That's what where she becomes a robot fighter. And my other favorite is The Witness. Those two are my favorites of probably all the seasons. I feel like season 1 has some of the best stuff just in general. You had what is this one called? Three Robots. Uh, when the yogurt took over. The Secret Wars is really good. Suits is pretty fun. Good Hunting is really good. The Dump. And I feel like, oh man, how many did you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 15 shorts almost. Season 2, I still had fun with. I think the first short's pretty funny with the automated stuff and the robot trying to kill the dog and everything. Ice is pretty good. I think the only one I didn't really like in this one was, well, two of them. I didn't like the Drowned Giant. It was very weird, artsy, I guess. Not something I would watch on the regular. And the Tall Grass, because I just couldn't stand the animation. It actually hurt my eyes and made me sick to like my stomach. So, yeah, not much surprise. But you know, I can gush about season 1 all day. It's one of those I can just go back to and watch all the time. But we're here to talk about season 3. Start off with the first one, the Three Robots Exit Strategies. And this one just, it's the Three Robots again. It's funny. It's them going around talking about humanity's fallen and what they could have done or what they should have done, and making fun of all these tech giants, Elon Musk, and all this stuff. It's super funny. It started off great. I was like, oh, this is not bad. Maybe I'm super hyped for season 3, and it's a good short. And it's funny to see all the dead things, and they're just walking all over them, pushing them over. And one rocket did send off because I guess the other ones couldn't, which I don't understand. One did. Spoilers: the cat survived. Those assholes, I knew they would survive, but yeah. Good one. Next one is called Bad Time Traveling. Bad Traveling is about basically a seafarer and a group of, I don't know if they're pirates or just guys on the sea, and shit goes down. They choose a captain. The captain goes, "You're going in the brig to go figure out what's killing everything down there," and find out it's like a big crab being that ends up killing fucking everybody basically towards the end. But this is another one I thought was really good. The animation, it's a longer one. It's 22 minutes. It's 22 minutes, and I'd recommend this one too. It said the guy gets voted. He goes, checks, it's a crab monster. Crab monster just wants meat. So he's like, okay, I will make a deal. You don't kill me, and I'll just give you meat. So he all goes up, he tells them, he runs to get a gun, he gets the gun, and he basically threatens the biggest guy that throws him in there in the first place. They all throw him in. Giant crab monster's happy, eats the meat, gets pissed off, or doesn't get pissed off, but he gets hungry every here and now. So, they throw one person in, they kill the brothers, they throw them both in at the same time. And at the end, they all try to mutiny against him. He kills all of them, except for one, which, he didn't want to do. So they throw all the bodies in, and then he pushes the last guy in. And, the sea monster gets hungry with kids a little farther in. He's like, I want more. He's like, there's nobody left, but we're almost there. Next day, I believe, he tells them we're here, and he cuts open like these two barrels that are full of, looks like wine, and basically threatens him, blows up the ship. He barely escapes. The monster creature catches on fire. Stuff happens. The Very Pulse of the Machine is the next one. Interesting one. About two space sailing folk that crash on a place. Crash, I think it's on Mars. I can't remember. But she starts to. Her friend dies, or coworker. I don't know how you consider him. Dies. They go to. She starts to drag her body through space, and she starts to hear her. She thinks she's going crazy. Later on, you find out there's like this machine that's been talking to her through like this system. Really interesting. It's a good one. Night of the Many Dead. Funny. You can skip it though. It's literally just uh, zombie dioramas. They're really small. They're chasing things. Funny, I guess. Nothing crazy. Kill Team Kill. Another funny one. This is about like military. They're doing a mission. They meet this giant bear that kills two of them, and then this random uh, military guy that tells them, "Oh, let's go back to our base." And he's like, "What base?" And they, brings them back. They find out the bear was there, killed everything. So they have just a fucking showdown with the bear at the end. Pretty brutal. This season, I do say, is probably the most brutal with deaths. Mason's Rats, I think, might be my favorite from this season. This guy's having rat problems, but these rats are like armed with bows and arrows, like they're slightly moving forward. So he gets like a pest control thing. Pest control gets like the robots, they get destroyed. So I get this really big scorpion looking one, starts mowing everything down. And then he gets like sad for the rats because it's like brutal, like how they're doing it. And and then he switches sides with the rodents and blows up the machine, and they have a drink together. Wholesome. One I passed was the Swarm. I don't know what to talk about. That's a weird one. What did I say? Space beings. Yeah, they wanted eggs. Yeah, move on from that one. Didn't like that one. Invaulted howls entombed. Invaulted howls entombed. Weird sentence or name. Another army group of people sent to go save this guy. They go in, they find his body just like basically a skeleton, which is near impossible to happen that quickly. They start to be chased by these like little spider robots. They start mowing down their flesh, killing them, crazy shit, and you're like, okay. They find out that they were protecting or guarding something. Basically, the spiders mow down everybody except for two, and then they find this like eldritch beating that tells them to free him, and then he goes, and then the one guy goes, okay, and then the one girl tries to stop him, shoots him, kills him. All she has is knife left. Well, she tries to shoot the creature, obviously it's an eldritch beating, it doesn't die. She stabs, well, then it cuts to black. And you see her walking out of the place, walking up a desert thing, and she has no eyes. That was not bad either. And then Jimbaro? Sure. That's the final one in this, which is animation's really weird. It's like almost like memeable, but I guess Jimbaro is like from what I looked up the term meaning, it's like having a fucked up relationship where they're together for not the right reasons. But what do you expect? This one is like militia or swords and shield time period, medieval, I guess. Not really sure. And there's this girl in the water. She's all dressed in gold and jewels, and she gets like siren calls. All these men, they start flipping out, killing these priests in front of her. They like these nuns in front of them, and then. Dude, this one's just crazy. I just sat there watching, like, what is going on? This is a fever dream. If you're high, I don't know if it's better or worse. Yes. But, man, I don't even know what to say about this one. Another one where, so one guy for some reason doesn't get called like they did. He later on passes out, like running away. She's cuddling him. They start to fight. start making out in the water. He starts bleeding from like these jewels on her lips, knocks her out, takes all the jewels off her, starts to walk away, throws her body in the water. He starts seeing a bloody river farther on. She wakes up, all just normal clothing now. She starts to scream. He goes in the water. He drowns. End of Love, Death, and Robots, season 3. So I'll say I think season 3 is the worst of all the seasons so far. There is still some funny ones, and there is still some really good ones. This is the most gory I remember seeing. Least amount of nudity. A little sad about that, but I will say, in my opinion, this show is still really good. There is one huge flaw. There's a QR code, at least I noticed on the last one. I don't know if I skipped the other ones. I scanned it, and it's like, you found NFT 1 of 9. I was like, no. So, for all those people that like NFTs, you can get that. You can also, if you just don't care about NFTs, you can download the art, which is nice. But if you want to mint it and pay some stupid fee to have some garbage that I just saved already, more power to you guys. The market's shit anyway, so we might as well just spend our money on garbage. But anyway, if you like this, watch my other stuff, subscribe. If you want to hear more thoughts about more of the stuff that we talk about, or I talk about, I do a podcast on movies, anime, and all other nerdy stuff. This stuff is basically animation I've done so far on my channel. There'll be some stuff that isn't, but this was pure animation too, so I'm happy to be able to talk about season 3. Go watch season 1 at least. If you didn't like season 3 and I don't know how you got there, watch season 1. But anyway, see you in the next video. Bye bye.